Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. Today we bring you an OCAA women's volleyball matchup between the Fleming Phoenix and the Centennial Colts. Once again, welcome inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. You have Jack Middleton here alongside Anthony Santia. Anthony, the final game here of the first semester. It's food drive night here. Brought to you by the women's soccer team, putting on a little food drive for us. But we got some volleyball action to get to between Fleming and Centennial. Why don't you kind of mock us up for the game today?
Well, it's been an exciting game. You know, we always enjoy calling volleyball, fun to watch. Centennial come into this one winning their last one against Loyalists, so they're going to be looking to pick up another home win right before the little break in between, because I believe they're off for about a month. Fleming, they're going to try to pick up their first win of this season, hopefully try to get that done before the first half of the season ends. Nonetheless, it's going to be a fun game to watch, as it always is. I enjoy my time commentating with you, so we're in for a good one.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good game here at the Athletic and Wellness Center. Like you mentioned, this is the final game of the semester. The Colts will be back here to open the second semester on January 8th, taking on the Loyalist Lancers. So a pretty long break for these two teams, especially the Colts, over a month. But you just got to lay it all out on the line and try and go into the second semester with a winning record. Today we do have a senior appreciation night. Normally we don't do it in first semester, but one of our student athletes, Farana Rui Malecki, is graduating and moving on. Farana, a third year here at Centennial, graduating out of the software engineering program. I've talked to her before the game. She said she loved everything about the Colts. She loved playing here, but obviously just time to move on. We all graduate from college, and so we're going to have a little pre-game ceremony, I guess, for Farana to celebrate her here at Centennial College. So with that, I'll throw it down to the court to game day announcer Ryan Miller for that presentation, as well as O Canada and the starting lineups. That was our Senior Appreciation Night for Ferrana Rui, as well as starting lineups and O Canada. For just joining us is Jack Middleton and Anthony Santia, bringing you today's game between the Fleming Phoenix and the Centennial Colts. The Colts starting lineup for you today. Ava Hamilton is the backup libero today. We have Andrea Rojas, Kristen Dawn Ruiz, Ferrana Rui, Jackie Ronquillo, Grace Stockstater, CL Valoria, and Sofia Arujo. The Colts will have the first serve. It's Kristen Dawn Ruiz on the serve. It's a good one, played by the Phoenix. The set goes close side. It's tipped at the net by the Phoenix, but Valoria gets a touch. That was a hit at the net by Claire Ferguson as the Phoenix get the first point of the game.
Well, it's always crucial getting out in front nice and early. Can never do you wrong in any sport, to be completely honest. So it's great stuff from Fleming.
Sophia Barata has the serve for the Phoenix. Her serve handled by Rui. Ruiz's set goes to Valoria. Powerful kill from CL Valoria, and what a start for the OCAA kill leader.
That's exactly what you'd expect. OCAA kill leader. They're going to kill.
She leads in so many categories, Anthony. She's first in the OCAA kills per set with 4.03. Kills as well with 161. Points with 195. CL has been an all-star so far this season. So is Ronquillo as she has the serve. The set goes back to Ferguson, tipped over the net. Ruiz's set goes to Arujo off the hands of the libero Keys, and the Colts have their first lead.
So Centennial steal it back, get 2 points in a row, and as you said, they are up 2-1. So we have some technical difficulties that we should probably get into about the scoreboard not popping up on your screen, but you are still able to see it from the legitimate scoreboard in the building, but we will be keeping you updated periodically as it's now 2-2.
Yeah, I'm not used to having to say the score, but hopefully Anthony will keep up with me and cut me off if I need to. But early on, a 2-2 game between these two teams, the Phoenix and the Colts. The serve for the Phoenix from Ferguson, dug out well. The set goes to Valoria. She'll tip it over the net.
Colts point.
I believe it was a net touch at the net, so the Colts get the point. A tip over by CL Valoria, but the blockers touch the net, and the Colts retake the lead.
Well, I mean, I think the ball still ended up hitting the ground anyway, so nothing to feel too bad about there on Fleming's side. It's going to be a point anyways.
Sophia Arujo on the serve. Her serve handled pretty well. The set goes in the middle to Meade. It's blocked. Popped up. Arujo is going to set it. It's going to go to Rui. She'll tip it over the net, but just out on the close side here. So we go back tied to threes.
We saw this the last time that Centennial was home. They went back and forth the entirety of the game, the 5 sets, but they were able to just pull out in front for multiple sets to get the win.
So the Phoenix serve goes in hand of Meade. Dug out by Rui. The set by Ruiz goes to Valoria and through the hands of the block. Another kill from CL Valoria.
Let's take another look at this one. Yeah, right between the two blockers.
Probably look to Valoria to add to that kill total today. The Phoenix have not been great blocking at the net. Probably not something you want to see with Valoria and Ronquillo on the other side of the net. So you look to those two to add to their stats today as the Phoenix just play a free ball over through the hands of Valoria. Ruiz unable to go grab it, and we're back tied.
That's a little bit of a commentator's curse talking about Valoria's going to stat pad her numbers and then just kind of fumbles 1 point.
The serve for the Phoenix goes to Isabella Parker-Assing. Her serve, handled by Rui. Ruiz set goes into the middle to Ronquillo. She'll try and tip it over, but it doesn't get over the net. And the Phoenix retake the lead. It's 5-4 early on.
That's some huge commentator curse. Those are the two names that you're going to talk about getting all the points. Next 2 points, can't get it over the net.
Yeah, it happens up here. I try not to even talk about our team anymore, to be honest with you, but it happens all the time.
That's why we just sit here silent.
The Colts set goes far side to Rui. She jumps, tips it over the net. A net touch anyway is on the side of the Phoenix. A point no matter what for Ferrana Rui.
5-5.
Rui comes back to serve. Her serve is put into the net, so a service error for the Colts early on brings us into how many service errors they had on Wednesday, I believe, at Loyalist. They had 27 service errors against Loyalist in that 5-set victory, something that Coach Mallory has continued to say they need to get better at.
All season long, it's not just against Loyalists. It was even the home games, too. Everything was going into the net.
That kill by Ronquillo finds the line on the far side of the court, so the Colts tie it back up. We're at 6. It'll be Andrea Rojas. Rojas serve is a good one, handled well. The set goes far side to Farmer. Handled by Rui. Ruiz's set will go to the middle to Arujo. The block at the net is tipped, but it's out on the side of the Colts, so the Colts will take the point and a 7-6 lead.
It was a good block. Unfortunately, just caught the right side of her arm, and it did end up spinning the ball out of bounds.
Colts just got to get that middle set a little bit quicker. It's got to be really quick to catch the blockers off, but goes in way of them. So Rojas' serve is handled well. The set goes to Ferguson. Her kill is through the hands of Valoria, so we continue to go back and forth.
7-all, you said it. There's just so much power between these two teams. It's awesome.
Serve for the Phoenix is to Silvana Farmer. Ruiz's set goes to Ronquillo. A good dig. The Phoenix try and keep the ball up, but as they do, they hit the net. So the Colts take the point, and it stands as we keep going back and forth, point at a time.
That would have been a great save there.
It's Kristen Dawn Ruiz on the serve for the Colts. Up early, 8-7 here in set number 1. Her serve was put into the net, so another error for the Colts, and we're back tied to 8. Going back to serve for the Phoenix is number 5, Sofia Barata. Barata serve. Floats over the net. Ronquillo handles it. Ruiz's set's going to go to Ronquillo. Power throw over the block of the Phoenix. So Ronquillo gets a point there and a 9-8 Colts lead.
Straight business. No huge celebrations from Centennial's side. They're just going to try to claw out a lead here as it's still only a 1-point game. It currently being 9-8 Centennial.
Ronquillo serve rolls over the net. The set comes close side to Parker Assing. She'll just play it over. Rui digs it out, goes to Ruiz. The set goes to Valoria off the tape of the net and over the net. A well-placed shot from CL Valoria, and finally a 2-point lead in this game.
Yeah, I think honestly it's the first time that either team's been up by 2 or more. Ronquillo's going to try to keep this rolling.
Ronquillo serve. It was a good one. Mishandled a little bit. It will come over the net, handled by Rui. The set from Ruiz will go to Arujo in the middle, but the touch at the net goes off of Arujo. So the Phoenix take the point and cut the lead back in half.
So it seems like there's been a lot of net touching so far by both teams. Definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Just some missed passing on both sides from each setter. Got to clean that up. Trying to take a huge lead on either side of the net. The serve was handled by Rui.
So far, it seems as if neither team are really in their comfort zone yet.
That kill by Rui, just kind of a knuckleball, a little miss hit, but off the hands of, I believe that was a diving Kendra Keys. And the Colts back out to a 2-point lead. Serving now is number 18, Sofia Arujo. Her serve placed well. The set from the Phoenix is just going to have to be played over a free ball. Ruiz's set will go to the far side to Rui, just out of the way. The Phoenix reset it around, played over the net, but Arujo keeps it up and a free ball back the other way. The Phoenix, the set goes into the middle. That's off the hands of Meade and over the net. Rui digs it out. The set will go back to Rui. She'll kill that down and out of the reach of Sofia Barata, and a good kill from Ferrana Rui.
That was a great rally, definitely the longest one so far in this game. Centennial now taking a 3-point lead. It's currently 12-9.
Arujo back on the serve. Her serve mishandled at the net from Kendra Keys, so it's an ace for Sofia Arujo. Forcing a timeout, an early one from the Fleming Phoenix. Coach Caitlin Greatmeyer calls a timeout. A 13-9 lead early on in set number 1. We'll be back in just a few moments. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. If you're just joining us, an early 13-9 lead for the Colts as the serve from Arujo is mishandled once again from Kendra Key. So another service ace for Sophia Arujo.
Yeah, make it 14. Centennial finally hitting their strides. It took them about half a set to really get into it, but now they're starting to roll.
Arujo serve, another good one. Mishandled a little bit by the Phoenix one more time. Out of the reach of Claire Ferguson, so another service ace for Arujo.
There was almost a very good, she almost brought the ball back very nicely, but unfortunately the ball was just bounced off her arm too hard and went in the opposite direction again.
A 6-point lead now for the Colts. We have a little timeout for a shoot tie real quick, and Arujo gets the ball back in play. Arujo serve off the hands of Ferguson. The set will go to Ferguson in the middle. She'll kill that to the back corner. A well-placed kill from Claire Ferguson.
Yeah, that was an awesome one for sure. Making up on a previous mistake, getting the point back. It's now 15-10 as they stop that little mini run from Arujo.
Ferguson, one of the best killers on the Fleming Phoenix. Tied coming into this game with Savannah Farmer with 45 kills each, as the serve from Hannah Mead is put into the net. So an error gives the ball back to the Colts. But as I was saying, Farmer and Ferguson tied at 45 kills each. They share the ball well, but they don't score a whole lot of points. You compare the 45 kills from those two to the leader in CL Valoria with 161 kills. As Valoria's serve is off the tape, a good one handled by Ferguson, is just played over by the Phoenix. Ruiz's set will go far side to Rui. A left-handed swing kept up well by Rojas. The swing from Ferguson is just out. A good call from the Colts, and another point.
Let's take a look at her replay here as she tried to mimic what she had done for Fleming's last point. Unfortunately, just getting too far under the ball and put a little bit of a backspin on it.
CL Valoria on the serve. It's a good one. Handled well by the Phoenix. The set will go into the middle to Farmer. Dug out well by Hamilton, but out of the reach of Ron Kilo. And the Phoenix take a point. We're now to 17-11. On the serve for the Phoenix is Isabella Parker-Assing. Third-year player for the Phoenix. The serve is rolled over. Handled by Rui. Set from Ruiz is going to go to the middle to Rojas. Just a little knuckleball from Rojas. A miss hit, but out of the reach of a diving Kendra Keys.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of a miss hit to throw off the defense.
This little mistimed set, but it works in the favor of the Colts and Andrea Rojas. So she's making one of her first starts here for the Colts. It's nice to see Rojas taking the start with their number one middle, Rekia, out for the day as the serve from Rui is off the hands of the Phoenix defenders and into the rafters here at the Athletic and Wellness Center. So a 19-11 lead for the Colts.
Yeah, you'll see that a couple times, the rafters coming into play here, as unfortunately once it hits the rafters, play's called dead, and it gives up a point depending on who hit it. Wow!
Rui's serve is out. It does hit the pole before rolling over the net. It was cool to look at, but it's that flag before rolling over the net. So an error from Rui gives the ball back to the Phoenix.
That was crazy.
It'll be Micaiah Rojas for the Phoenix on the serve. Rojas serve, handled by Dockstader.
Good save.
Rui's set will go to Rui, just a free ball over for the Phoenix. The set will go to the close side to Claire Ferguson. She'll kill that through the hands of the blocks. So a couple points back and forth as the Phoenix try and get back into this one.
CL Valoria looking like she came up a little bit gingerly after that ball. She misjudged the trajectory of the ball. Hopefully everything's okay there for Centennial's All-Star.
Rojas serve. Just kind of flicked up by Rui and Rojas. Dockstader will play the free ball. Rojas on the far side. The set goes to Ferguson, and it is flagged out.
That was a close one.
A point for the Colts and a 7-point lead. It's 20-13.
So the replay, yeah, I don't know. Off that replay, it's very tough to tell.
Tough little look. It'll be a substitution for the Colts. I believe Rojas is coming out of the game. And into the game for the Colts is number 4, Katie Deering. We've seen this a lot. Deering comes in. Will a spot server for the Colts take over and late in the set and try and place a couple good serves and end the set for the Colts as Deering has the serve. First serve is a good one. Handled by Rojas as Rojas has to play it across the net. A free ball. Ruiz goes into the middle to Arujo. It's tipped over the net and out of the reach of a diving Parker Assing.
Oh, it looked as if it might have just been gone. That it might have just gone out of play. Yeah, that's a.
It did, but I believe they're calling Arujo pushed that off the hands of the block and out of play, forcing another timeout from the Fleming Phoenix, and a 21-13 lead for the Colts here in set number 1. We'll be back to finish the first set. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, 21-13 lead for the Colts as Deering has the serve. Her serve goes off the outstick at the top of the net, so a Phoenix timeout works wonders for them, stopping the run from Deering. That'll force the substitution as Deering will come back out. Andrea Rojas back into the game. The Phoenix have the serve. It'll be Silvana Farmer. Farmer's serve. It's floated over the net. Dockstader handles it well. Ruiz's set will go to Ronquillo. It's blocked at the net, but not tight enough. It was a good block from the combination of Hannah Mead and Zofia Beretta, but
just too powerful, realistically.
Just Ronquillo powers that through their hands of the block. So a 22-14 lead, 3 points away from ending set number 1.
Very quick as well.
Serve for the Colts goes to Ruiz. Her serve was put into the net, so another error for the Colts gives the Phoenix point. Back to serve for the Phoenix, number 5, Zofia Beretta. Beretta serve's going to float off the hands of Dockstader. Might have been out from her angle. It might have floated out, but Dockstader.
Yeah, it looked as if it was going out. I feel like she just misjudged the trajectory of the ball and just kind of missed it.
Just kind of off the hands. Dockstader in her first appearance at libero for the Colts, starting alongside Ava Hamilton, just in preparation for when Farana Rui does leave. I believe Hamilton might go to the far side as the set from Ruiz is hit into the net by Arujo, so another point for the Phoenix. But like I mentioned, Dockstader is at libero, just needs to be on the floor. One of the best servers here for the Colts in her small playing time so far in semester number 1. So when Farana does leave the team, they got to have her on the court, and it's going to be at libero, it sounds like. As the Colts set goes to Valoria. Good diving dig there from Rojas, and a free ball played over, but it's out, and a good read. Good communication from the Colts. Rui leaves that one, and a point.
That was awesome. It looked as if she's going to go get it, and everybody just kind of screamed, "Don't!" So she just backed up. Great teamwork there, she said.
The serve will go to Jackie Ronquillo, 2 points away from ending the first set. Ronquillo is 4th in the OCAA and aces with 28. If you don't believe that'll be a commentator's curse, it won't be this time. A good serve handled by Keys. The set goes far side to Ferguson. Her kill goes through the hands of the block and out of the reach of Ronquillo.
That one fired up Fleming's bench.
That might be the first time ever my commentator curse has actually worked.
Well, I mean, they still lost the point, so I...
Nope, doesn't matter. It wasn't a service error, can't count it.
5-point lead for Centennial, 23-18.
The serve by Ferguson is mishandled there by Dockstader, and an ace for Claire Ferguson.
4-point lead for Centennial, 23-19.
Got to try and end this early. The Phoenix trying to get their first win, need any kind of momentum, and a first set victory would be exactly what the Phoenix need.
That would be huge for them. The
Colts got to end it here quickly as Ferguson served just off the side of the hand in an error, trading back the points. So set point for the Colts, sending Sophia Rougeau back to serve.
Rougeau had some pretty good serves already in this first set. Now, like you said, she's going to be trying to put it to bed.
Rougeau's serve floated over the net, handled by Ferguson. The set's going to come far side to Rojas through the hands of the block and out of the reach of a diving Ruiz, so the Phoenix stay alive in set one.
That was very close, as I do believe one of the blockers did get a piece of that ball.
Serve for the Phoenix goes to Hannah Mead. Mead serve rolled over the net, handled by Ronquillo and Rui. Not well though, as Rui plays the free ball into the middle, out of the reach of Ruiz. So another point for the Phoenix, 24-21, forcing a timeout from Coach Andrew Mallory. The Colts take the timeout, but they still do have a 24-21 lead. They'll look to close it out on the other side of the break. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center is the Colts. Try and close out set number one. The serve from Mead is handled by Rui. The set goes to Rui, and her kill will end set number one. The Colts are going to try and lean on her heavily here in her final game, and they do so here in set number one as they win that set 25-21. Set number two will be coming your way in 3 minutes' time. We'll take a quick break and come back with set number two. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center for set number 2 as the Colts lead it 1-0 on a 25-21 set victory. The Phoenix will have the first serve. It'll go to Zofia Beretta here on food drive night for the Centennial Colts. The women's soccer team is putting on a food drive in support of the North York Harvest Food Bank. So a bunch of non-perishable food items going around today. We might actually have one of their team members, as a kill by Ronquillo dug out well, played back over the net. One of their team members might come up here during the men's game today to talk about their food bank, as the kill there mishandled from Valoria out of the reach of Ronquillo. So the Phoenix get the first point. It'll be a fun conversation, I believe, between me and whoever comes up here in the men's game. They're doing their food drive from 12 to 4, so if you're in the area, have any non-perishable food items and want to come and drop them off in support of the North York Harvest Food Bank and the Colts
are on the board.
Yeah, bring them on up. Bring them over to the Athletic Wellness Center. Come help support a good cause, as the women's soccer team do every single year. They try and find a good cause to support, and they're doing it once again. So hopefully we raise a whole lot of food for the food bank. But back to volleyball action we go. It's a 1-1 tie. The serve there from Ruiz is floated over. I believe that's her third service error today. Ruiz is struggling from the service line, hopefully to turn that around, but the Phoenix have a 2-1 lead.
Well, again, I think just serves are really Centennial's biggest issue so far this season for this women's team, as there's just so many service errors overall during the entire game. Wow.
The serve from Ferguson is handled from Ronquillo, tipped over the net by Ruiz, but just out on the far side of the court, so the Phoenix have a 2-point lead.
Fleming's going to be looking to build onto this. They get as many points as they can in total.
Claire Ferguson, I believe, to be the best player on the Phoenix. Her serve is floated just out. A good leave from Dockstader.
Can I confirm that was commentator Curse?
I guess you could.
Yeah. It's only fair, just as you said it. The ball just kind of kept on going.
Just trying to point out some fun stats for the people back home, and I ruin it for everybody.
It's okay. There's always the third set.
I do it every day. Ronquillo serve, handled by Keys. It'll just be a free ball over from Keys. The set from Dewapanair will go to Rui. Her kill, a good diving save from Ferguson, but nobody able to get it for the Phoenix, as we saw the first touch there from Charlotte Dewapanair. So now we got all the liberos in the game. They're all here.
All of them.
Every
single one of them.
I believe that took Ava Hamilton out of the game, so she'll flip the libero jersey. We might see her later. She used to play outside hitter. She moved outside hitter last year from libero back to libero today, as the serve from Ronquillo was put into the net. So we're seeing every single libero. Coach Mallory trying to find some consistency, some anything really from the Colts, trying to figure out what they're going to do without Rui.
Definitely a big, huge piece of this team to lose for sure.
The set goes to the aforementioned Rui, and her kill through the hands of everybody on the Phoenix side. So another point for Farana Rui. Colts here, especially Kristen.
Scoreboard's back.
Scoreboard is back up.
All right.
No idea what happened, but we're happy it's there. I don't have to keep looking at the scoreboard, as the Phoenix, the set will go into the middle to Savannah Farmer. A creative little swing from Farmer to put that kill away.
That's a nice shot.
The ball was just kind of set a little bit behind her head, but just kind of a windmill swing. I believe a substitution. Arujo comes out. Sarah Campbell comes into the game. It's her first touch in this game. The serve from the Phoenix, handled by Rui. The set's going to go to Rui. Close at the net, off the hands of a diving Parker Assing. So the Colts continue to feed the hot hand of Rui.
Well, why not? Last game.
Start feeding her, pad those
exactly.
stats. Add to the stats. I mean, in her career here for the Colts, 137 points coming into today, so that's going to go sky high. 105 kills, 134 digs in her career.
Try to get her 150 points. Why not?
Absolutely. She's done everything for the Colts, really. She's played in every single position. Like Coach Mallory said before the game, Frana will be missed. I'm sure there were tears shed at their last practice on Thursday. I was here, and I saw the tears shed. A good leave there from the Colts. The mix of Valoria and Dockstader leave that alone. And a service error gives the Colts their 6th point. Rui goes back to serve. Tied at 6 here in set number 2. Rui's serve is floated just a bit out. Good communication from, I believe that was Keys and Parker Asink on the back line to leave that alone. And the error there from Rui gives the Phoenix back the lead.
Very close second set so far. Just like the first set until it broke open.
A serve from Silvana Farmer. Handled by Dockstader. Ruiz tips it over and out of the reach of the diving Farmer. A good, smart play there from Ruiz, learning maybe a little bit from the men's side. Michael Matsudo loves using that move.
I know. It's so cool to see, too, especially when it works. Gets everybody just diving in one place.
Yeah, if it's placed well, it's right in the middle of everybody's. The serve from Campbell is handled well. The set goes to Meade. Valoria digs it out. The set goes quickly to Arujo, and a powerful kill from Sofia Arujo.
That one hypes up the crowd as she just slams it down, gives no one any type of chance whatsoever.
So Campbell back to serve. The 6'4" middle out of Kingston. A good serve. She's got a lot of height for the Colts. She's a great blocker in the middle as Valoria goes up to kill just a little bit too far out in front of her. She pounds that one into the net as the Phoenix take the point. On the serve is Zofia Beretta. Her serve handled by Rui. The set's going to go close side to Ronquillo. A powerful kill from Ronquillo right through the hands of Beretta.
Gave her no chance whatsoever. She smashed it right at her feet.
Saw the sass there from Ronquillo. She loves dishing it out. She doesn't care who she's playing. She'll dish out some sass whenever she gets a great kill like that one right there.
It's always fun to see.
The serve goes to Ruiz. Handled by the Phoenix. Hit out by Ferguson. Handled by Ruiz. The set from Rui. Miscommunication from Dewa Paner and Ronquillo. So the Phoenix take the point. We're tied at 9. Ferguson on the serve for the Phoenix. Her serve, a powerful one, dug out by Rui, but out on the far side of the court. So an ace for Claire Ferguson.
Fleming's starting to feel themselves getting more into this one. Able to hold a lead even though it's only 1 point. At the end of the day, if it goes point for point, if you're winning at the beginning, you'll be winning at the end.
Ferguson's serve put into the net, so an ace followed by an error, tying the game back up at 10. You have to kind of feel for this Phoenix team. I mean, obviously 7 players in the starting lineup, but there's only 2 sitting on their bench. 1 scratched out. That's Lacey Cooperberg is scratched out for them today. So maybe a little bit of stamina issues they have to deal with, as that one's a little bit mishandled by all of the Phoenix. Kind of a swing and a miss from Ferguson, so the Colts take the lead. Now just they don't have a whole lot of bodies to the Phoenix. It's tough to keep up with a team like the Colts who have so many players, so many good players on their side of the court.
It's a very small roster. Of course, we have the roster sheets here, and Centennial just has so many more names on the roster. So to your point, that's a great save. But to your point, it's very tough to be able to compete and play in as many games as every other team when your roster is just lacking size.
Yeah, how do you really play with a team of 15 girls when you've only got 9 on your side of the court, right? It's tough to give your girls a break. I know Coach Caitlin Greitmeyer has been trying all year long. They've been getting better throughout the year. Hopefully maybe second semester you get a couple extra girls popping in and then
well, I think that's your main.
Just got to get bodies.
Try, exactly. You got a month, or either just under a month, just over a month, whatever it is, depending on your schedule. Try to find names to join.
The tip over the net in the middle from Silvana Farmer is actually touching the floor, but before that, a net touch from Arujo. So the Phoenix have another point. We're at 12-12. We had a lot of points there while we were talking, so apologize. We didn't do a whole lot of play-by-play commentary there, but a 12-12 game here in set number 2. The serve from Farmer is Parker Asink is handled well. The set goes to Rui. She'll hammer that into the net. So an error from Farana Rui and a 13-12 Phoenix lead. Parker Asink on the serve for the Fleming Phoenix. Her serve floated over the net. Ronquillo handles it. The set from Ruiz goes to Valoria. She tries to powerful kill that, but a block at the net from Sylvana Farmer.
Fleming now starting to finally put together a couple of points in a row. Now it's a 2-point game, 14-12. We're looking to extend this even more.
The serve from Parker Asink. Handled by Dockstader. The set's going to go into the middle to Ronquillo. She'll hammer that over the block, and a well-placed shot from Jackie Ronquillo.
Yeah, that ball just smacking right dead middle on the line. That's exactly what she needed.
CL Valoria on the serve for the Colts. They're down by 1 here in set number 2. Valoria's serve is a powerful one through the hands of Ferguson. Nobody's able to corral that. Nobody has in the OCAA, and it continues today. Power from CL Valoria forces a Fleming Phoenix timeout. We're tied at 14 here in set number 2. The Colts lead at 1-0. We'll be back with set number 2 action. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, a 14-14 game between the Colts and the Phoenix. Valoria's serve dug out well from Keys. The set's going to go to Ferguson in the middle. Valoria digs it out. The set from Ruiz going to go to Rui. Off the hands of the block. Doesn't know where it is, and it'll fall to the side of Zofia Barretta. So a point for Farana Rui.
The block did very well there. Just getting unfortunate little break there as it just kind of rolls over the net again.
Just a little something blockers got to do. Once you feel a touch, you got to go find that ball. Whether it's behind you or not, you got to go find it. The serve from Valoria is a powerful one. Put back down at the net from Sarah Campbell. I believe it was a net touch on the side of the Phoenix. So another point for the Colts.
A lot of errors towards the net so far through these first 2 sets for both teams.
Valoria continues to serve for the Colts. A 16-14 lead now as her serve handled by Keys. Not well, though, as it's over the net and left by Ruiz. It's out on the far side, so another point for the Colts.
Just so much power. It's very tough to absorb it and keep the ball in play.
I've taken a couple of service receptions from Valoria, and I will tell you it is very hard. There is some power behind that serve.
There's power and spin. So much technique.
It's ridiculous from Valoria. It's blocked at the net by Campbell. The set from Ruiz is going to go into the middle to Campbell. She'll play that over the net. Ferguson. The set is to Barretta. Nice. Tipped at the net by Sarah Campbell. A good put down. This gym erupts. We haven't seen Campbell a whole lot. She started the year hurt. And a tip over the net. This gym goes crazy, forcing another timeout for the Fleming Phoenix.
She used all of her 6'4" body to just tip it over the net again.
We love seeing her. She can literally stand over the net, put her hands over the net. She doesn't even have to jump. She's got that size. She uses it all the time when she's on the court. But a timeout from the Fleming Phoenix forces us into a break, an 18-14 lead for the Colts. back in the Athletic and Wellness Center as Valoria gets us restarted. That is flagged out. A good call there. It was out. We have a great look. We're sitting on that back line as we normally do. It was a good call there. He's didn't know which way to put it, but he got it right in the end. And ending a little run from CL Valoria, so a 3-point lead for the Colts, 18-15. Sending, I believe that's Micaiah Rojas on the serve. Her serve is off the tape.
Awesome serve.
A good place serve out of the reach of Verona Rui. So a service ace for Micaiah Rojas.
She's going to go back up and literally try the exact same thing again.
Rojas on the serve. Handled by Rui. The set from Rui is going to go to the middle to Campbell. See, she doesn't even need to jump. Doesn't even need to jump. If she'll play that over the net off the hands of the blocker Farmer, and a point for Sarah Campbell.
She's like, her hand's like already up there. She just has to smack it down. It's awesome.
Verona Rui on the serve. Rui's serve. Handled well by Keys. The set's going to go far side to Ferguson, and a good kill from Claire Ferguson.
Talk about power. She's got power.
That's a first-year rookie out of Newmarket. Claire Ferguson makes the trip all the way up to Peterborough to play for the Phoenix. Maybe turning this program around. Something they might need.
It's going to be a name that they're going to want to hold on to because other teams are 100% looking at her for that power.
Oh. Mishandle from Ronquillo. Unbelievable save from Ronquillo.
Again!
Another save from Rui, but nobody able to get there. Two unbelievable saves from the Colts.
Have the point, Fleming, but that was insane.
That was ridiculous. Just a bunch of bobbles, but Ronquillo tracks that thing down with a miraculous swing, but Ferguson goes up and gets it.
I think the craziest part about that was that at no time did it hit the ceiling.
No, not at all. Here at the Athletic and Wellness Center, you never know what's going on. The serve from the Phoenix. The set goes to Ronquillo, and she'll take that point right back with a good placed kill in the far corner.
2018 Centennial. Just ducking out of the way there. Definitely don't want to get hit in the head with anyone's shot.
So Campbell's going to exit the game, bringing back in Katie Deering for the serve. Right on time. She came in with a lead at 20 points in set number 1. She'll do it one more time here in set number 2.
Hopefully have a little bit more of a successful run this time.
Her serve is mishandled and played back over the net from Ronquillo out of the reach of every Fleming Phoenix. So a 3-point lead for the Colts. (21-18). The Colts 4 points away from pushing this to 2-0. I believe we're just having a little discussion at the net between the Colts captain, whoever is standing there, actually perfectly blocked by the ref and his stand. I have no idea who's standing there. It does look like it's probably Rui. No, now she backs off. Yep, so it was Rui standing at the net. We had a little discussion. Seems like we're all right. Nothing wrong there. As we're ready to get going once more. So 21-18 lead here in set number 2. Katie Deering on the serve. Her serve handled by Keys. Not well, though. Back up to the net to Arujo. She'll put that down. And a 22-18 lead.
Centennial's done that exact play, I think, twice in a row now. Where Fleming can't control the power off the serve, give it right back, and somebody at the front of the net smashes it back down.
And Keys has just struggled so far. I mean, it happens all the time in volleyball. That's a good serve from Katie Deering. It's a service ace for Katie Deering.
Watch the replay here. Yeah.
From our angle, it looked in. From that angle, it also looked in. Deering was very ecstatic that it was in.
It was more convincing first time over. The replay put a little bit of doubt in my mind.
Deering serve back to Keys. It's set up at the net. Played over by Roja. The Colts, it's set by Rui. Off the hands. A good, powerful kill from Ronquillo off the hands of the block and out of play.
It's going to be set point now for the Colts. 24-18.
So Deering doing exactly what she's supposed to do when she comes in. A 4-point swing so far. A set point for the Colts. Deering's serve is put into the net.
Under the net.
Again. my bad. Another commentator's curse, as I mentioned. She's on a good run, and it goes back the other way. So the Phoenix have the ball. They stay alive. That substitution turns back around. Campbell back into the game as Deering exits. The Phoenix are going to try and put this, the Colts are going to try and put this away. The Phoenix have the serve. I believe that is Zofia Beretta on the serve. Her serve's going to float out, so the Colts will take set number 2, 25-19. Anthony, an early start and a quick start from the Colts here in the first 2 sets. Are going to try and put it away in set number 3. We're going to head to a break and bring third set action after the break. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. If you were still tuning in during the break, you saw the massive support group for Farana Rui. They've printed out pictures of her face. They've got signs everywhere. So much support. Her boyfriend's in attendance. We saw him go down and take a picture at the start. Oh, we got a little dancing going on from our liberos on the left side of the screen. Enjoying this final game of the first semester for the Centennial Colts as they lead 2-0 against the Fleming Phoenix. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Jack Middleton alongside Anthony Santia, bringing this game to you, as well as the men's game, which follows this 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Obviously also taking on the Fleming Phoenix, but we still have a little bit of action to go here at the Athletic and Wellness Center for the women's game, as Kristen Don Ruiz has the serve. I believe Valoria touched the net there. It'll be a Phoenix point, so they take the first point for the third straight set.
It seems as if the first half of each set gets very, very close, and then Centennial just kind of sneaks in front and takes the lead.
Sophia Beretta on the serve for the Phoenix. Her serve just out of the reach of both the diving Rui and Dockstader. So a Phoenix 2-0 lead early on in set number 3. Beretta's serve is floated off the body of Dockstader, so a 3-0 lead for the Phoenix.
Fleming's going to try to just continue this for as long as they can because, to be completely honest, the first 2 sets were very back and forth the whole time, so they're going to try as hard as they can to keep up in front of this one.
Beretta's serve to Rui this time. She'll handle it. Ruiz's set will go far side to Valoria. What a powerful kill from Valoria, but handled by Roja and off the hands of Dockstader on the free ball. So another error from the Colts and a 4-0 Phoenix lead.
Centennial aren't necessarily going to panic yet as they still do have a 2-set lead. And there it is, their first point.
Ronquillo sets that over to CL Valoria, and a powerful kill gets the Colts on the board.
Said her name, but it's Ronquillo with the serve.
Ronquillo serve, a good spinner off the hands of Ferguson, adding to her ace total. I believe that'll put her to 29 on the season. A good serve from Ronquillo.
That was powerful and it swerved.
Ronquillo serve up in the air and into the net. So an ace followed by an error. We see that all the time here. The Colts love to throw up an ace and then immediately hammer it right into the net. You can have a point back. So the point goes to the Phoenix, and back to serve is Claire Ferguson. Her serve is off the tape of the net and out of the reach of Dockstader. So another ace for Claire Ferguson.
She's by far been Fleming's best player so far tonight.
Ferguson serve. Rolled over the net. Dockstader plays it up. Valoria's set goes to the middle to Ronquillo. She's got to jump early. A good pancake on the ground by Beretta. A free ball for the Colts as Ruiz will set it to Valoria. Valoria's kill is powerful down the line. What a kill from CL Valoria.
Yeah, just straddled the line there once again, and it results in the Colts point.
That'll send back Andrea Rojas on the serve. A 6-3 Phoenix lead in set number 3, handled by Ferguson. It'll be just free balled over. Rojas to Ruiz, goes far side to Rui, and a good kill. Ooh, I believe off the hands of Claire Ferguson, just over the net and out of play. So a point for Rui and the Colts.
Centennial looking like they're just waking up in this third set finally.
Andrew Rojas on the serve, trying to go on a little bit of a run for the Colts. Bring this game back, and she does so off the hands of Roja on the other side. And an ace for Andrea Rojas. Didn't think we'd have 2 Rojases today, did you, Anthony?
I did not.
That'll tie me up. I got to specify which Rojas it is, I guess. This right now is Andrea Rojas for the Colts. Her serve. Keys keeps it up. The set from Beretta is going far side to Parker Assing. Played over the net. Ruiz's set goes to Ronquillo in the middle. Off the hands of Ferguson. Chased down and nobody able to get it for the Phoenix. So another point for the Colts, and they tie it up.
Well, there you go. Right back into this one. Centennial.
Another serve from Rojas. Handled by Keys. The set. It's going to go far side to Meade. Just played over. Valoria to Ruiz. The set goes to Rui. She'll hammer that, and a good dig from Ferguson. The Phoenix turn it back around. The set goes to Rojas and tipped over the net. Played at the net. Nobody able to grab it. Tons of Colts there. Ruiz, Valoria, Campbell.
I just think everybody thought it was going over the net.
Yeah,
honestly.
just Just didn't know where that ball was going, which side of the net it was going to land on. So the Phoenix take the point and retake the lead.
Well, no complaints from Fleming's side. They'll take it.
Hannah Mead on the serve. Goes to Ronquillo. Ruiz's set will go to Valoria through the hands of the block and just out of the reach of Ferguson. So another point for Valoria and a 7-7 tie.
Valoria getting ready for the serve.
Valoria rolls it up into the air. Her serve off the hands of Keys and another ace for CL Valoria.
Let's watch a replay here. Just kind of gets her hands up. Fortune gets her hands over the ball and just kind of goes under.
Valoria with another serve. Played over the net, handled by Ferguson. The set's going to go close side into the middle to Silvana Farmer, and a good kill out of the reach of a diving CL Valoria.
Again, it's very back and forth at the beginning of the set. Very intrigued to see which team can kind of pull ahead.
Serve for the Phoenix goes to Isabella Parker-Assing. Ronquillo handles it. Ruiz's set will go far side to Rui. Off the net, I believe that hits the stick. So just a little mistimed from Ruiz and Rui. And a point for the Phoenix. A 9-8 Phoenix lead in set number 3, but the Colts do lead 2-0 if you're just joining us here at the Athletic and Wellness Center. It's the final game of the first semester for the women's volleyball team is the serve from Parker-Assing. The set goes all the way to Campbell. She'll play it, but dug out by Ferguson and a free ball for the Colts. Ronquillo to Ruiz. It goes far side again to Ruiz. She'll tip that over the net and a diving save from Parker-Assing. The set comes all the way close side to Roja. Unable to get that over the net is, I believe that's Micaiah Roja, and a point for the Colts.
Yes. So again, we are tied at 9-all midway through this third set.
Rui's serve floated over the net off the hands of Claire Ferguson. So a service ace for Farana Rui.
Really looks like the first major error that Ferguson has made, but both her and Rojas went for that ball.
The serve from Rui over the net. Ferguson handles it. The set goes into the middle, tipped over the net by Farmer and played by Ronquillo. Ruiz will two-touch that over the net, and another smart play from Kristen Dawn Ruiz.
She's done it again. It's the second time she did it, and again, she got Fleming lacking.
This is exactly where the Colts normally have been taking the lead and taking a stranglehold on the sets. They look to do it again as Ruiz serve. Mishandled by Ferguson. Campbell will play that over and mishandled by Keys. So another point for the Colts.
He just smacks it down. Swats it out of the air.
Farana Rui has the serve, now up by 3 for the Colts. Will serve another good one. Keys handles it. The set from Beretta goes to Farmer in the middle. The Colts have the ball. The set goes to Rui. She'll play it over the net and off the hands of Parker-Assing. So another point for the Colts. Rui continues to push the Colts out in front, a 13-9 lead.
Yeah, it's just a point that she'll take. Just giving over a free ball so they don't lose out on the 3-touch rule, but it's a free point.
Rui, another good serve off the body of Parker-Assing. So another ace from Farana Rui, and it's going to force a timeout from the Fleming Phoenix.
It looked like she might have taken that one off the throat. Hopefully she's okay.
Just throat, chest area. She looks like she's all right, but a timeout has to be called there from the Fleming Phoenix, stopping the little mini run from Farana Rui. A 14-9 Colts lead here in set number 3. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, a 14-9 Colts lead as Farana Rui has the serve, and it's another service ace from Farana Rui.
She's killing it on potentially her last set here as a Colt. They're chanting her name.
Another serve from Rui. She'll float that over. A diving save from Roja, but another service ace for Farana Rui.
They just can't deal with it.
Could you say a fairy tale ending? Could you?
Well, we'll have to see how the rest of it ends.
Everything she does so far has been perfect.
Yeah.
Everything she's done. Every set she gets.
She had a great game so far.
It's been unbelievable and a good little goodbye game for Rui as the 2-attempt dip over works. Using a little Colts magic was Sophia Beretta, and a good play for the Phoenix. Finally back to serve for the Phoenix to get the ball back, and serving is Micaiah Roja. Her serve played by Dockstader. Ruiz's sets go far side to Ronquillo off the hands of Roja, and the Colts take the point, bring the ball back to their side of the net. I believe we're going to have a substitution, and we are. Same old substitution we've seen all game. Campbell comes out of the game, and into the game is Katie Deering. Deering serve, handled by Keys. The set's going to go into the middle. Tries to play it over as Farmer, unable to do so. And another Colts point as they lead 18-10. And it forces the final timeout for the Phoenix. Caitlin Greitmeyer trying to get any kind of momentum for the Fleming Phoenix as the Colts lead by 8 here in set number 3. Restarting is Katie Deering in set number 3. Her serve put into the net. The service error from Deering gives the Phoenix their 11th point. It's 18-11 for the Colts. That substitution gets reversed. Deering out, Campbell back in. And I believe we lost the scoreboard one more time, so we'll continue to keep the score going. If you do need to look at it, it's at the top of your screen there. As Ruiz tries to dump that over. Another dump over. We're playing a little ping pong as Ruiz sets now, goes to Ronquillo. Blocked at the net and played well. It'll be a free ball for the Colts. Rui goes to Ruiz. Set into the middle to Roja. She hammers that just a little bit too far. It's for a Phoenix point. So 18-12 for the Colts now in set number 3. Sylvana Farmer has the serve. Her serve is floated over everybody. Good communication from the bench. Rui and Dockstader leave that alone, and a point for the Colts.
Just completely popped that one over the entire court.
Kristen Don Ruiz on the serve. A 19-12 lead for the Colts. Ruiz's serve is a good one.
Very good one.
Nobody around for the Phoenix, and another ace for the Colts.
Yeah, nobody was on that side of the court for Fleming. So she just found the empty space and potted it.
Ruiz's serve is into the tape, so as we say it every single time, an ace followed by an error as the Phoenix get the ball back.
Centennial will definitely take that one. They'll be up by 7, just slowly inching closer.
Colts play it all the way over. It'll go to the Phoenix, no touch at the net. The ball finds the ground anyways as Ferguson hammers that into the net. And a Colts point, so they're 4 points away from ending this one here. Jackie Ronquillo on the serve. Ronquillo spins that over the net. Ferguson handles it. The set will go into the middle to Meade. Kept up well by Scoffitch, but I believe that's going to be a lift at the net from Rui. So a Phoenix point. They got to try and find a way to push this thing back and force a fourth set. They're down 21-14 though, as Claire Ferguson is back to serve.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for them to find their way back in this one, being down by 7, but nothing's impossible.
Ferguson's serve is floated over. Ronquillo ducks out of the way. And another point for the Colts, so they are 3 points away. Rojas on the serve for the Colts. First serve played by Ferguson. Keys is going to set it far side to Meade. She'll just tip it over the net. Ronquillo to Ruiz. Goes into the middle, back to Ronquillo, and that swing just a little bit mistimed. Hammer that's to the back wall here at the Athletic and Wellness Center as the Phoenix take the point. So Hannah Meade back to serve for the Phoenix. Has to go on a little bit of a run, try and bring the Phoenix back into this one. Meade serve, rolled over, played by Rui. Ruiz gets to it, the set goes to Ronquillo. She'll just tip that over the net. Set all the way up is the Phoenix, and just a free ball played over by Meade. Rui goes to Ruiz, back to Rui. She'll hammer that, and a good kill from Farana Rui.
Who else?
I wouldn't be surprised if every single set goes to Rui for the rest of this game. I would not be surprised.
Why not? You need 2 points. You're up by a good amount. Well, obviously that's unless if there's an ace.
CL Valoria has the serve. Ferguson digs it well. The set goes into the middle to Farmer, tipped over the net. Scoffitch with a diving save. The set goes to Rui. She'll play it over the net. Keys will set to Parker Assink, plays it over the net. Ruiz tries the tip over, but Rojas plays it well. The set goes back to Rojas to roll it over the net. Colts keep it alive as they set to Ronquillo in the middle, and a good kill from Jackie Ronquillo. The Colts go to match point. I believe that's Valoria going to exit the game, coming in for the final serve, hopefully for the Colts, is number 3, Zoe Acosta.
Fell a little bit hard there, keeping the ball up. Hopefully everything's okay.
Acosta's serve is going to be pushed into the net, so the Colts are unable to close it out here. The Phoenix stay alive, sending back Isabella Parker Assink to try and keep it alive for the Phoenix.
Well, they're going to need a miracle right now if they want to push it to a 4th set.
The serve from Parker Assink. Played over the net, Dockstader. Ruiz tips it up into the air. Rui plays it over. Rojas goes to Beretta. The set goes into the middle to Farmer, tipped over the net. Ruiz will set it far side to Rui. And what a storybook ending for the Colts. Farana Rui ends this one, and a 3-set victory for the Centennial Colts.
They're swarming her.
What else is there to say, really? Just a big hug for Farana Rui with an amazing day here at the Athletic and Wellness Center.
You called it. She was going to get the last point.
It's got to happen. It's just a storybook way of this thing ending. So the Colts win this one 3-0, 25-21, 25-19, and 25-16. Ending the first semester here for the Colts. A good first semester as they'll finish at 6-5 now following this game, as the Phoenix will fall to 0-11 themselves, looking to push it a little bit farther next semester to the Phoenix. But the Colts probably going to miss Farana Rui. Nothing else really to say. She's been a big leader and a big mainstay on the outside of the court for the Colts for so long. I'm sure it'll be an emotional day for Rui, her family, her friends in attendance, as well as the Colts, who are going to miss Verona Rui. But a 3-0 victory for the Colts. Anthony, any words before I close it out?
Well, again, Verona Rui, congratulations. Last game was incredible, getting the last point. Definitely a moment that she'll always remember for the rest of her life, and hopefully whenever she plays volleyball, she'll remember it too. Fleming are going to be looking to bounce back in the second half of the season. Take this month, as we said it earlier, try to scout, find some more players, regardless if it's stars or just bench players, somebody to help with stamina. They got to find something that's going to work out better for the second half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. You said everything so perfectly there, Anthony, that I have nothing else to say. So we're going to close it out here. For one final time in the first semester, my name's Jack Middleton alongside Anthony Santia and for producer Leo Solorzano. Thank you for joining us on Coltsnet Live. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if you don't join us for the men's game coming in 30 minutes.